Have you ever had a day where it's going quite smoothly with limited amounts of symptoms and irrational thoughts, and then all of a sudden there's a Facebook post that comes up and says, ooh, someone just received a diagnosis of some kind of an illness or a disease. And in that very moment, it takes you down a spiral of fear. This could happen to my loved ones, me, whatever it may be. Well, today we're going to dive deep into this, my friends, falling victim to other people's stories, illnesses, and diseases. Let's dive in. Friends, if you haven't subscribed and hit the bell for all the notifications for my videos, please do that now. And if you want to learn more about the Health Anxiety Recovery Program, click here at any point in the video as we dive into a topic that just is so important in the health anxiety and anxiety world, and that is falling victim to other people's stories, allowing your protective side, your irrational side, to drag you into someone else's experience when it comes to a disease or illness. This used to be me for so many years until I implemented this very important teaching that I'm going to share with you today. Now, this teaching goes against what your lower self or subconscious mind wants you to think. Your lower self will take the opportunity of somebody else's disease and illness to try to bring you into their world, to say, oh, because that happened to someone else, that could happen to me or you as well. So because this is the case, we have to raise our stress levels and make sure that we are standing guard towards every single threat that may appear in our environment in the present or in the future. So it triggers a lot of anxiety, whether you're speaking to someone who's going through that experience or it's online, wherever it may be. So yes, the lower self is trying to pull you into that world of increased stress and fear, and we need a solution. This is the solution that I want you to take on starting today. Let other people go through the process of learning the lessons they need and applying them in order to become whole again. Now, this is so powerful because this goes hand in hand with the practices of our surrender sessions. When we think about an illness or disease, we think in terms of the physical, the structural many times, and that creates catastrophe in a person's mind, when in fact we don't ever consider the fact that this other person needs to go through this particular experience, whether it be a disease, an illness, a disorder, in order to learn the lessons they need and apply them into their lives in order to become whole again. For example, the lungs are connected to things like grief, sadness, difficulty letting go, right? The stomach is connected to anxiety, worry, fear, and increased stress. The head or the brain is connected to overthinking, confusion, and a lot of mental fixation, right? The heart is connected to love or heartbreak, emotional pain. And the legs are connected to stability, the fear of moving forward, and the lack of support. So as you can see, beneath the disease, the illness, or the irregularity, whatever it may be that you hear from somebody else's story, beneath that, there are some emotional lessons that the person needs to come in contact with in regards to this specific area of the body in order for them to grow and become whole again. So when someone goes through this particular experience, you go, I allow this person to go through the process of learning the lessons they need to through their illness or whatever it may be, and apply them in order to become whole again. This is so important because we want to be empathetic. We want to be compassionate. We want to be there for other people. And when we come in contact with this specific attitude or mindset, we are unconsciously providing the love and support that that person needs in that very moment. There's a positive energetic connection when we take on this mindset in connection with what another person is going through. So as you can see, you don't have to go down the road the lower self wants you to go and say, oh, this is frantic, it could happen to me, or this and that. No, we don't do that anymore in this channel, right? We allow things to unfold, let people learn the lessons they need to, and apply them to become whole again. Now, that is the message today, my friends. And if it spoke to you deeply, and if in fact you are going to apply this starting today, please comment below, because I want to know who is ready to take charge of their lower self and become the captain of their own ship in mind, body, and spirit. Because what we are is love, peace, and joy. Everything else is a lie. I love you all very much, and remember that you are more than anxiety, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.